What's up, you guys? Today I'm gonna be making lunch for my husband and my 9 kids. Let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I'm gonna start with some steak that I got from Sam's Club, and it's a grass-fed steak, and I just, I wanted to try something different. We're gonna start with a little bit of butter, and that is plant-based butter, by the way, and some minced garlic. I'm gonna go ahead, this steak has been washed thoroughly, and we're gonna go ahead and pop it in my skillet there. I typically make my steaks on the griddle, but this morning, just for ease, since I'm only making the one, I decided just to do that on the stove. I'm gonna add in some of my steak seasoning. My garlic powder cannot go without that, and obviously y'all know I don't do anything without my kicking chicken. It's not right. It's not the same without it. Now my idea was to go ahead and just flip this over, season it on the other side, and then just use the butter and the drippings to kind of like rebaste the steak with. I'm trying to do this quick and fast and easy because this is a 3 a.m. lunch. Okay, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning to make sure I got all of this done in time for when hubby had to walk out the door and when the kiddos had to be up to get ready for school. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over here to my vegetables that I had in the fridge. I'm just trying to get something healthy on the side since I gave such a hearty main dish. I feel like normally I would probably go for a salad or something, but today I decided to do like a little stir fry of sorts. So we had some garlic green beans in the freezer, like the frozen kind, and then I also had some fresh carrots, fresh mushrooms, and fresh zucchini. So I went ahead and decided to slice those up as well. I love me a good mushroom zucchini saute. Like, I just love that. Okay, so anyway, you guys, I went ahead and just used what I had, but you could add some onion or whatever you like on the side. And I went ahead and sliced up the steak, gave it a little bit of a taste. I was like, okay, all right, I'm not mad at you. So I went ahead and put the sauteed vegetables in his little lunch container. And also, I forgot to mention, I added just a little bit of minced garlic to that as well. It already had some garlic from the frozen green beans, but and then I went ahead and added in his sliced steak or cubed steak on the side there, and it looks like a nice little lunch, nice little grown-up lunch. And he'll be able to warm this up and have something really good at work. I took the drippings and just drizzle that over the steak for extra flavor, and that's what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and package this up and slide it on over. I'd made some homemade fries for the kids because I'm about to make burgers for them this morning, and so I just added some of those fries on a little separate container because they were so good. I'm like, he has to taste this. Okay, a little bit of steak sauce in a container and add that to that as well, and hubby's lunch is ready to go, honey. Okay, so now we're gonna slide over to the kids' burgers for lunch. They're gonna get just some regular ground beef burgers. I added a little bit of salt and pepper seasoning, a little bit of garlic pepper, and gotta add a adobo. Okay, just can't go wrong with that. I'm gonna go ahead and get in there, get that all mixed together, and then I'm gonna use my beautiful by Drew Barrymore multi-purpose cookers. Honey, I love these. I want actually probably a third one, but I love these, and I honestly use these more than I use my own stove. I did 3 bigger burgers and 2 smaller burgers because Blaze and Onyx, they just generally don't eat that much. Honestly, I don't think they ate all of this anyway, so normally I would just give them a half of a sandwich or a burger because they just don't eat it all. But anyway, so I just decided instead of doing a half, I'll just make smaller portions. So I also went ahead this morning and decided to do muffins for their snack, and so I just followed the instructions on the mix, of course, and then I also decided to do pancake muffins, which I tend to do sometimes. They're like pancake dippers is what I call them, and basically you make them the same way the package tells you. Just add water, mix it up, and I put them, instead of frying them up or whatever, I put them into muffin containers and then I bake them. Cadence is saying hi with Ace. They're always somewhere in my kitchen. Ace loves the kitchen. Okay, so I went ahead and put the muffins in one and then I put the pancake mixture in the other one, and that way they can have muffins for snack, or cupcakes I should say, not muffins, those are cupcake muffins, I guess. I did not put frosting on them because I didn't have any frosting, but that's okay, you know, they still like them, they still love them, the kids don't really care. And so then I'm gonna make up the pancake mixture. All you have to do is add water to this one, so I'm gonna add the water, I'm gonna do a quick mix, and then I'm gonna pour those in as well. I love these little paper liners, these little, I can't, what are they, parchment paper cupcake liners. I love them. Even though I have a non-stick, you know, cupcake thingy, I still love my parchment paper. They're the best ones. I love them, and they're pretty. So I put both of those in the oven, and I'm gonna go ahead and add on some condiments on the kiddos' burgers. I don't want to add too much because I don't want the buns to get soggy, but also my kids just don't really like a whole bunch of like ketchup and stuff like that. So I added a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of burger sauce. Jumba is anti-sauce. He does not like mayonnaise. He does not like sauces too much. He might do a little bit of ketchup, and that is about it. So I really did not put too much on his, just like a little bit. That little scrape right there is all he gets. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the burgers, which I had already put a slice of cheddar cheese on top to let that melt down a little bit, and those bad boys were nice and juicy and delicious. Oh my god, look at that. Normally if we were gonna be eating this at home, I would add, you know, a little bit of lettuce and, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit more, but since they're gonna be traveling with this and taking it to school, I wanted to keep it simple. So I just, ooh yeah, nice and perfect, just a regular plain old cheeseburger. Also, I decided to go ahead and make some fries to go with these burgers, because what's a burger without a fry? You know what I mean? So I just sliced them up, dropped them in some ice water, and then patted them as dry as I could, and then dropped them into some oil. I'm gonna go ahead and put some ketchup in a little condiment container on the side. And then also sometimes the kids like to have pickles with their lunches, and not all my kids like pickles, but again, some of them do. So once I get these split in half, which they might not even eat all of this. This is actually kind of a lot for them for lunch. I don't feel like they have enough time to eat all of this, but you know, I feel like it was simpler just to send them with, I know the girls, they'll eat the whole burger, but the boys, they're a little smaller, you know, they don't usually, but I was actually surprised. All of them ate pretty well. So I went ahead and sliced up some pickles, and I don't have any like Ziploc baggies or like anything to put these in, so I just decided to go ahead and put them in these little cups that I had got from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, the boys, I just gave them half because they don't eat as much. Put the homemade fries. All right, you guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put some ketchup into little condiment containers. I really need to get some reusable ones. I was actually surprised this year because most of these containers I've had since the beginning of the school year, and most of them, I don't think any of them have broken, and they haven't lost any of them, so that's really impressive. I've also been thinking about getting them the self-warming containers. I don't know, maybe for next year since this year's almost over. All right, you guys, so now that my muffins are done, I'm gonna go ahead and pull those out. The kiddos can have some of these for breakfast, but I'm also gonna pack some for their snacks. Go ahead and get these all packed up into their lunch boxes, and now it's time for them to head out of the house and on to school. Hit a like for your girl, guys, because it's free and it'll cost you nothing. And until the next time, bye.